Darth Nihilus, the Lord of Hunger, a being so consumed by the dark side that he became a wound in the Force, feared, whispered about, and often hailed as one of the most powerful Sith to ever exist. But is his power actually overrated? Darth Nihilus was one of the triumvirs of the Sith during the era following the Jedi Civil War alongside Darth Sion and Darth Traya. But unlike most Sith Lords, Nihilus didn't just kill, he consumed. Entire planets were drained of life, every being, every Jedi, every soul, gone. All through the sheer force of his will, his hunger. But how real was his power, and how much of it was legend? Nihilus was born from the destruction of Malachor V, where the mass shadow generator created a tear in the Force. That moment didn't just scar the galaxy, it shattered him. He became a wound in the Force, a living void, not a man, but a spirit wrapped in a mask and robes, held together by hatred and hunger. His power force drain was so amplified that it could annihilate life across entire worlds. This isn't a metaphor. Canonically, he consumed Katarr, a Miraluka colony world of Force sensitives, in a single moment. But here's where the cracks start to show. Despite all that power, Darth Nihilus had one fatal flaw. His hunger controlled him more than he controlled it. It wasn't strategic, it was primal, instinctual, addictive. He is more force than flesh, bound by hunger, as stated by Darth Traya. He couldn't stop feeding, couldn't form attachments, couldn't even communicate. His voice tore through reality. And when he faced Mitra Surik, the Jedi exile, he was defeated. Not because she was more powerful, but because his hunger had made him blind. So was Darth Nihilus overrated? Well, yes and no. In raw destructive power, he may be top 5 for some across all of Star Wars. But in terms of mastery, vision, or even tactical intelligence, he ranks far lower. Nihilus was a Force superweapon, a catastrophic anomaly, but not a ruler, not a mastermind. In many ways, he was a dark side zombie, a warning, not a blueprint. Still, his legacy echoed for centuries. His mask became a relic, his hunger inspired cults. And even Palpatine feared beings like Nihilus, calling them unnatural perversions of the Force. So while he may not be the greatest Sith Lord, he may be one of the most terrifying. Darth Nihilus was a god of death, devouring the Force itself. But in the end, even gods fall. But what do you think? Is Darth Nihilus overrated or deserving of his legacy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, subscribe and follow for more Star Wars content.